Alright, hello everybody. My name is Edmund Low, and I want to thank you for spending your time in checking out this amazing opportunity. So, the topic of my presentation today is called Tune Talk Secrets: How to create a massive passive income with your mobile phone for just under 100 ringgit. And believe it or not, you can do this even if you have no contacts and no experience today. So, quite simply, the goal of my presentation today is that I'm going to share with you a simple, revolutionary idea that can put residual income into your pocket month in, month out. And what makes this different from other money-making vehicles that you already know? Well, you see, with this unique business, you don't need any of the following. You don't need to have your own office. You don't need to have your own employees. You don't need a high capital startup. So in that respect, you also don't need to spend any high overheads as well. And you don't need previous experience. Heck, you don't even need to be famous or anything like that. So you don't have to be a celebrity of any sort whatsoever. In fact, there's also no selling involved. So here's why this is different though, because this is the only business I know that lets you get started for just below 100 ringgit. And all you need is a phone, and literally anybody can do this. And you're going to see why that's the case soon. My name is Edmund Low, and quite simply, I am an internet marketer and online entrepreneur. However, that's not what I'm going to be talking about today, because all in all, I am just an ordinary fellow Malaysian like yourself, and I think this is really exciting. It goes to show that anyone from any walk of life can actually do this business. First of all, does it sound anything like you? Money is always not enough. You're struggling to pay your bills on time, and you have loans to pay like car, house, outstanding education, and maybe you're retired and you need to make more money to survive in the days ahead. Maybe you're a parent and you have kids and school to pay for. Or perhaps you consider yourself enterprising, but you just don't have the funds to start your dream business or buy that investment. And perhaps you are philanthropic and you're into charity, but you know what? Chances are you found out by now that begging for money all the time is just not fun at all. Alright? So, and I also believe that there's nothing wrong with wanting the better things in life, like a new car, new house, or your dream vacations, but alas, you just can't afford them. So, if anything I've just described to you sounds like where you are right now, then you really need to pay close attention. Because look, I don't know if you noticed, but cost of living has been going up and up over the years in Malaysia. And unfortunately, salaries nationwide hasn't been catching up just as fast. So if you're currently working in a job right now, then chances are you're not being paid enough. And whatever it is you're making right now, I bet you need to make more. Because if you don't, then you won't have anything to show for your years of hard work by the time you retire. And can we be honest with each other about something? Look, I don't care for your political affiliations, whether you side with the ruling government or the opposition, or remain politically neutral. The cold hard truth is, no government can help with your financial situation, even if they have the best intentions. Look, there's just too many rakyat to help, and even with noblest will, it is a long stretch for them to help you ease your burden, or known as beban. So the way I see it, if you want to be financially free, then you have to be willing to make it happen. That said, how can you achieve financial freedom and passive income? Now, in my experience, there are 4 ways, alright? So, how people typically achieve financial freedom is usually through the following ways. The first way is that you can start your own business. You can buy investments such as real estate. Or, some people prefer to join a network marketing or MLM company. Okay? But how much do all of this cost? Upfront, okay? So this is just a rough projection, but you notice that, let's just say if you want to buy a property, then even for a down payment, you can expect to put in quite a hefty sum. And I'm being very modest on the 50,000 ringgit model here, and that depends, all right? And when it comes to buying perhaps stocks or shares, you're looking at a ballpark figure of like 5,000 ringgit and above, all right? And if you want to join an existing multi-level marketing company, the startup cost can be anywhere from 500 ringgit and above. And I quote this as a very modest example already. Okay, now how much does it take for you to start your own business? All right, You see, typically starting a conventional business can be costly, and we're talking about at least 5 to 6 figures in Malaysian ringgits. That's a lot. And you know what? You still haven't factored in your monthly operation cost. And let's just say, even if you buy a franchise to an existing proven model, let's say Old Town White Coffee. Now, depending on the store size, a startup capital for Old Town White Coffee can be anywhere from 700,000 to a million ringgit, and that's just again a modest example. That's really, really crazy. And the thing is that if you do not have this kind of money, that is going to be very, very difficult. All right, and yet, despite everything I just told you, this is still not a guarantee, because starting a business has a high risk of failing, where every 9 in 10 businesses are closed in 5 years. Can you afford to take that kind of risk? I mean, I don't know about you, but I hate the idea of losing. I hate the idea of maybe making my money back only in the next 2 or 3 years. All right? Because in short, personally, I hate the difficult, complicated stuff. All right? Now, and then, there's still the fourth way. Who else wants the easier way to get passive income? Now, I've got 2 questions for you. The first question is, do you have a phone? Okay, I know, silly question, right? Now, I know most, if not everyone here has a phone, but here's the thing, follow me on this one. Now, second question, do you have 100 ringgit? Alright, look, if you answered yes and yes, then you can do this business. Alright, because what I'm about to show you is something that you can make residual income with nothing but your phone. Okay, that's right. I'm going to demonstrate how you can turn your mobile phone into an income generating asset for life. With that said, I'm introducing Tone XL, the SIM card that pays. Unless you've been living under the rock, I'm sure you've definitely heard of TuneTalk. So it's launched on 10 February 2010. TuneTalk is one of the child companies under Tune Group, along with AirAsia, Tune Hotels, Tune Insurance, Tune Sport, and Tune Money. Now, that's something you probably already know by now. But here's something that few people know even to this day. Did you know that TuneTalk has a referral or affiliate program? That's right. You see, Tone Group is the marketing arm for TuneTalk, and through the Tone XL program, they've opened the opportunity for normal users like you and me to refer other users and get paid. Here are 7 reasons why this is the best business to do today. Reason number 1, necessity. In the 90s, having a handphone is a luxury, but today, it's an absolute necessity. People rarely ever leave their phones, and a lot of daily life is centered around the phone. Communication, games, work, social media, getting information online. Look, and number 2, passive income. I think of all the reasons, this is my most excited part. But here's the thing, this is the most attractive opportunity, and you get paid for as long as users use their phones. And every time they top up, get this, you get paid a commission. Alright? And how long do people use their phones? For a long, long time. You see, it's not uncommon for people to use the same phone number for years and nearly a lifetime, and that's how long you're going to get paid. Alright? And reason number 3, massive untapped market. Now, according to the statistics from the Suruhanjaya Komunikasi Multimedia Malaysia, at the present moment, there are about 31.3 million Malaysians residing here in our country. But what is quite astounding is that there are actually more phone lines registered than there are number of people staying in Malaysia, at a whopping 44.1 million. In fact, I have reason to believe that this statistic is kind of a little bit outdated by now, and the numbers have grown ever since. Alright? And as of the time of this presentation, there are only 1.4 million TuneTalk users in Malaysia. You know what that means? That means the market is largely untapped, and there's still a lot more people who have not heard of this, which is good, because that means there's an abundance of opportunity, and frankly, you don't have to capture the entire market in Malaysia to make a serious income. Okay, and I won't neglect to mention that the majority of the users in Malaysia are prepaid phone users, not postpaid. Okay, and that brings us to reason number 4. Anyone can do this. You don't need big capital to start. You don't need an office employees. You don't need to be an expert or a celebrity. You don't need past experience. Heck, you don't even need to hard sell. Okay? And reason number 5, it's just 100 ringgit. I mean, come on. That's how easy it is. The barrier of entry is extremely low. And then all you need is just use your phone as usual. Alright? And reason number 6, this is a recession-proof business, because think about it. regardless of how the nation is doing and depending on the season, everyone still needs to use their phones on a daily basis no matter what. Okay, and reason number 7, which I think this is cool, alright? This business can be inherited, it can be transferable to your next of kin or a family member. Okay, great. So how does it work? Easy. All you need to do is simply refer your friends and family members to TuneTalk. Alright? They don't have to change their phone numbers, and all they need to do is just change the telco through a simple porting that takes just a couple of minutes, and they use their phone as usual. Except that every time they top up, you get paid. Alright? And you get paid over and over and over again for as long as they continue topping up their phones. And isn't that just genius? But wait, here's where it gets better. When they refer other people to use TuneTalk, you still get paid. And you get paid over and over and over again for as long as they too continue topping up their credits. Alright? This is the best passive income business model conceived today, and now you know why I'm so excited about it. And who this works for? Well, it doesn't matter whether you're an employee, you're self-employed, or that you own your own business, you're a student, or heck, even if you're unemployed, or you're retired by now, or even if you're handicapped, you know what? It doesn't really matter at all, because in short, everyone and anyone can do this. Now, having been around since 2010, the Tone XL Group has produced countless success stories, but you know what? I'm just going to single a few of them for you to check it out, alright? So here's one of them. His name is Mazlan Abbas, and after 3.5 years of joining Tone XL, he has successfully accumulated at least $500,000 a month passive. Isn't that just amazing? And that makes him currently one of the top leaders within the company, alright? Next up is Hamkar Marsing. After being in this business for more than a year, he generated over $30,000 a month. Again, take note that this is residual, alright? And he was awarded top sponsor for May 2013. And another one is Pascalis Lim. Within 6 months of joining Tone XL with his wife, he managed to create a nice portfolio of 6,000 ringgit in passive income, alright? Look, these are just a few of the many success stories created within the Tone XL Group. And the only question is that, will you be next? All the good stuff told, let's see what you're going to get. So quite simply, you will get a Tone XL or TuneTalk SIM card like the one you're seeing here right now. And with this, it's quite simply a SIM card service under the TuneTalk line owned by Tune Group, alright? And the cost is a nominal 98 ringgit and 60 cents, GST included. You get a SIM card for life. Now, currently, it's the second cheapest telco rate in Malaysia, with calls averaging about 28 cents a minute and 10 cents per SMS. Okay, and the cool thing is that TuneTalk reloads are available almost everywhere, such as the places mentioned in this chart right now. Alright, and the data plan is quite generous, between a 60 ringgit or 120 ringgit data plan. And I think without getting too much into technical details, but just know that this is pretty much what you're getting here, okay? But what I'm about to tell you is some of the perks and benefits of using TuneTalk that you won't find anywhere else. Alright, perk number 1, you get a starting free credit of 30 ringgit and 1.5 GB internet data. Alright, and you also get what we call an IDP number. Well, IDP's number is basically your membership number, right, for Tone XL, and you get to maintain your old number. That's right, okay? You can keep your existing number, or if you still want to, you can also switch to a new TuneTalk number. It's totally up to you, okay? And perk number 2, accident insurance worth 100,000 ringgit. Now, you qualify for this if you do a minimum reload of 50 ringgit per month top up. And I think that's quite achievable. A lot of people usually average about this monthly reload, okay? And this insurance covers accidental death and accidental permanent disability, alright? And the best part is that this insurance is actually transferable to your next of kin. But of course, please understand that terms and conditions apply, alright? Perk number 3, you can also earn big points. Alright, so big points are part of the AirAsia and TuneTalk group. So quite simply is that you can build non-expired big points every time you top up, and you can redeem AirAsia tickets and free mobile phone as well. Alright, and to claim for your points, you can go straight to the customer service center and call them at 13100. And also this is subject to TuneTalk terms and conditions and their latest offers. Okay, so it goes to show that buying AirAsia tickets is not the only way to get big points. By topping up all the time, you can also build up your points as well. Sounds good? Alright, so this is just a rough idea of how much you get every time you top up and what points you will get. which I think is quite generous. That means the more you top up, then the more points you would get. Okay? And perk number 4. You also get a 30% discount on your stay at a Tune hotel, which I think this is really amazing if you do travel a lot within Southeast Asia. Just know that booking must be made through the Tone XL office at least 2 weeks in advance, and you can call any of the following phone numbers. Alright? Now, who would have thought just by owning this SIM card will give you all these privileges or the totally cool? Alright? And then perk number 5, cashback rebates. And I mean, tell me, which telco pays you back for your usage? I can't think of any of them. And quite simply, with every top up you do for yourself, you get back a 3% cashback rebate straight into your bank account. Or if you opt for the auto top up reload, you can enjoy 7% rebate. I mean, which telco line will actually pay you back a nominal sum? And this allows you to save. And this is the downside I'm talking about right now. Let's just say the worst case scenario, you don't make money. Can you at least save money with this opportunity? And I have to say from my personal experience that I was able to save 30 ringgit every month from using Tune Talk and Tone XL. Okay, and that brings us to another exciting perk: lucky draws, dinner receptions, and overseas vacations, all paid for. And in this picture here, they had a anniversary dinner with 3,000 people, all expense paid for, and I literally walked in free without paying anything whatsoever. I think this goes to show how profitable the company is, and some of the perks of being a member of Tone XL. So here's a picture of me with my good friend Zamri Nania, the guy in the center, and he's also a good friend of mine and an internet marketer like myself. Okay, so perk number 7, you also get to have your own debit card, which is under MasterCard, making it easy for you to shop online or anywhere any shop that allows you or accepts MasterCard. Alright, and for those of you who are non-Malaysians, this lets you accept the commissions without necessarily owning a local bank account. So really, you don't have to actually be a Malaysian to do this. As long as you reside in Malaysia, you use a Malaysian phone number, you can do this business. That's good and all, but let's focus on the income opportunity, which you'll never find from any other telco. And that brings us to perk number 8. How would you like to get paid over and over and over again for work done only once? Because here's the important note: this is a SIM card business, not a top-up business. Okay, you don't have to sell the reloads as it is available almost everywhere in Malaysia. Alright, so that means, guys, you don't have to start your own SIM card or phone shop. Alright, so it's nothing quite like that. Alright, again, all you need to do is refer others to use Tune Talk, and do this only once, get paid over and over again. Alright, because with Tone XL, you can instantly turn your phone into an income generating asset. Alright, and receive 20 ringgit commission for every SIM card your referral purchases, and again when they top up. And I'm going to get into greater detail now. Alright, because here's how it works. There are 3 types of commission plans right now. Alright, so the first type is the fast track bonus. You receive a commission of 20 ringgit every time you successfully get someone to use Tune Talk SIM card for the first time. Alright, so I imagine that if you refer 100 people or 100 friends, you get paid 2,000 ringgit. Okay, not too shabby, right? Okay, and then there's a sponsorship bonus. If you sponsor a SIM card for anyone, you'll get a 20 ringgit commission, and you're able to sponsor as many people as you want. Alright, but here's where it gets even better, and this is the best bonus yet. To be entitled for this, you must have a minimum reload of 20 ringgit a month, which I think that's pretty easy. And when your referrals reload their mobiles, regardless of the amount, you get paid a further commission of 6% from their amount. Imagine your family members, your friends, their friends, their friends' friends reload their phones every month. I think the ultimate picture is that you never have to work again for the rest of your life. Talk about true financial freedom. Now, the referral program pays 3 levels deep, and it is possible to upgrade this at a later stage, which I'm not going to talk about in this presentation, but I just want to let you know that this is very, very possible. So let's keep things simple for now. Let's talk about level 1 first. When your direct referral, let's just call him friend A, when he reloads his phone, you get an instant 6% commission. Okay? And the beauty is that when friend A refers friend B, alright, and when friend B reloads his phone, you also receive a further 3% commission. And you know what? You don't have to know friend B or even talk to him in the first place. Alright? And here's where it gets a little bit more exciting. Okay? When friend B refers friend C, you also receive a commission of up to 11% when friend C tops up her phone credit. So as you can see, this is how it can go viral, and it becomes exponential in the long run. Alright? And what you're seeing here is a basic illustration of 3 levels of top-up commissions. All right, and I'm going to use a very modest example of 10 ringgit. Okay, I know 10 ringgit is not a lot, but I just want to make the math easy. All right, so if you bring a first person to top up, it's going to be 11%, so you earn a 1 ringgit 10 cents. And the next person will be 30 cents. Okay, not so exciting. And then the next one will be 60 cents. Now, even though this might not sound a lot to you, but think about it. This is money working for you. And this money that you can earn and get started every single month. All right, and there's more. Because for you to be entitled to the 6%, 3% and 11% reload bonus, you have to be at least reloading 20 ringgit a month. But if you reload more than 60 ringgit a month, the same commissions you saw just now will be upgraded to a higher tier of 10%, 3% and 13% for 3 levels. Now you know how it's possible to build a super rock solid passive income with TuneTalk. And unlike other businesses and investments you don't need to spend 5 figures ringgit Malaysia to start a shop or an office. You don't need to hire employees. Heck, again, you don't have to be famous or have a lot of friends to begin with. Because perpetually, anyone can succeed in this business. And you don't have to be a genius even. Alright? You only need to do 2 things. Number 1, just use your phone as normal. Number 2, recommend others to use TuneTalk. That's it. Alright? As someone who has started, built, and funded investments, I can tell you I was very relieved to find out how affordable this business is. So it was nothing anywhere near the ridiculous numbers like 500,000 and above. Okay? And it's not even 50,000 ringgit, because if any of you who have bought properties before or put a down payment of any kind, you know how hefty this amount can be. Okay? And you know what? It's not even 5,000 ringgit, and that's amazing. Now, if this opportunity was offered to me at 5,000 ringgit, I would still think it's a really good idea. But fortunately, it's nothing anywhere near that at all. In fact, it's a tiny, tiny fraction of this amount you're seeing right now. I would think that 5,000 ringgit is probably the minimum amount of buying a share or some multi-level marketing entry fee, right? But again, it's nothing anywhere near that at all. All right. In fact, you can join now for as low as 98 ringgit and 60 cents, and that's with 6% GST included. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to this link here right now, and what's going to happen is that, number 1, I want you to go to that link, and you'll see that on this page that there's a form for you to fill. All right, fill in the form. It's very simple. I'm just basically asking for your name, email, and especially your phone number. And what's going to happen is that my team and I will give you a phone call within the next 1 or 2 working days with simple instructions on how to join ToneXL, and we'll kickstart your TuneTalk business or ToneXL business. Okay. So at this stage, you have 2 choices. Option A is that you can do nothing. Now, if you like the way your life is right now, then more power to you. But ask yourself, if you believe that your life is destined for something greater, and you're sick and fed up of not having enough money, or you want a change, then I suggest you do something for a change this time. Take option B, that is to take action. All right, because insanity is basically expecting different results when you're doing the same thing over and over again. Okay, so it's very easy. You have no excuse right now. The barrier of entry has dropped so low, it's only 98 ringgit and 60 cents. Okay, so go to this link right now, fill in the form, and then we'll give you instructions on how to join us. Exclusive for me, you also get 1,000 ringgit worth of fast action bonuses, but that's only if you act now. Fast action bonus number 1, once you enroll, you'll also get to join our ToneXL Facebook and Telegram support group. Okay, and you get to join this at no extra cost whatsoever, and this will be for life. And fast action bonus number 2, you also get the rights to clone my website, this presentation you're seeing right now, and also the marketing materials. Now, I know this might appeal to some of you, especially if you like the idea of promoting this opportunity as well, and you want to leverage on the internet. Well, I'm going to allow you to actually take over my site, the contents, and repurpose it for yourself. Now, if I were to put a price tag on this, I'll probably put it at about 500 ringgit, but you know what? I want to see you succeed, so I'm going to let you get this source code free of charge as well. All right? So it's very easy, really. Just go to this link here right now, fill in the form, join us, and I look forward to work with you very, very soon. Still here? Okay, I'm thinking of taking this opportunity to answer some Q&A. I'll frequently ask questions every time I make this presentation, so here goes. Okay, one of the common questions I get is, can a non-Malaysian do this business? Well, you'd be surprised to know that yes, actually, you can do it. Even if you're an expatriate or a foreign worker staying in Malaysia, yes, you can do this business. And even if you're a foreign student, but you're going to be here for quite an indefinite time, that you can do this as well. It's been known that there are fellow Indonesians and Singaporeans who are here as well, and some of our friends from Thailand. Okay, now if you're going to be in Malaysia quite often and you expect to have a line here, then yes, I think you should come in, all right? And this is open to everyone. Next question. Are there any hidden fees? Now the short answer is no. Alright. The 98 ringgit and 60 cents that you pay for is the SIM card that you get. Alright. And after that, I think the only fee that we're talking about here is just you topping up your phone for its monthly usage as usual. And there's no enforced amount that you should have. I think it's just about a minimum of 20 ringgit a month to keep your phone line active, and that's it. And even then, that's a very nominal cost. Alright. This is money you have to spend anyway, so why not use it to turn your phone into an asset? Okay, and the only difference is that you're just using Tune Talk. That's about it. All right. And number 3, this is a question I get all the time, and the good news is that yes. All right, can I keep my old number? Absolutely yes. All right, that's really all there is to it. My name is Edmund. Thanks for watching, and most importantly, I look forward to work with you very soon, and let's make a massive passive income together using our mobile phones. Speak soon.